next 7 days for you. This is a timeless reading, but I am doing this reading at a very special time. Tomorrow, from the day when I'm doing this reading, 3 beautiful events are unfolding. So we have the 6-planet parade, we have the solar eclipse, and we have the Perseidian meteor shower. So if you're seeing this on Wednesday or a week from Wednesday, August the 12th, this is going to be extra special time for you. But in any case, let's go ahead and get started. Option number 1 and option number 2. See which one you're mostly drawn to? Don't overthink it. And let's go ahead and get started. My amazing option number 1. And welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and begin channeling your energies. Channeling the energies of the next 7 days for you. What you can expect. What you need to get ready for. Alright, so here you're teaming up with people, collaborations. There's this energy of being able to achieve your goals through talking to others. They're telling me that you're working out some sort of difficult situation with others. You might have to team up with people from different departments, team up with people from different countries, different maybe even companies. But what I really like is the fact that this beautiful card came through upright, which talks about you being able to collaborate, negotiate, mediate, whatever it is that you need to do. And I feel like there is going to be somebody in this team who will want to kind of claim all the benefits and who will want to kind of be like, oh, it was because of me, I did it. But what I'm saying is that the others are actually, kind of humbling this person a little bit and maybe even putting your name out there saying that, such and such did a fantastic job. So I'm definitely seeing that even if you have somebody who tries to be the whole me, person, you're still being noticed. And it might be a very good thing for you when it comes to your career, when it comes to your advancement, that, somebody who is your boss gets a good feedback from someone else, from somebody outside of the usual team. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, it doesn't even have to do with work. It could be with some sort of issue that you're facing. And they're also saying that, somebody is coming in with a fresh perspective, an opportunity, the right contact, so on and so forth. Another thing, they're telling me that this week is mostly going to feel a little bit out of balance. It's going to be up to you to kind of set your priorities straight or maybe rearrange them. I am seeing that, you might not be able to make some sort of meeting, maybe with a friend. You might not be able to get to the gym on time. So they're kind of saying, like, don't let it turn you into an anxious mess, but be ready to kind of maybe rearrange certain things, because here the usual balance, the usual routine is not going to work out. And again, they're kind of saying, like, this is just a temporary thing, so don't let it get you down. And you will also feel that others, they're telling me, might be experiencing a very similar energy. So any meetings that get delayed, postponed, any meetings that might be running late, don't let it get you out of balance. It's okay. That there's some sort of balance in the imbalance as well. So, security. All right, I see why. So you might be anxiously waiting for something, for some sort of decision, for some sort of outcome, and it's kind of threatening your security. It might not give you the answer that you've been waiting for. And I see for you, my lovely option number 1, waiting for something, it might be very, very difficult. You create this maybe negative scenario in your head, and you keep on going over and over and over and over again. But I do see that, again, it just kind of feels like it's just a short period of time that will make you feel that way. It's not going to last for a very long time. And once more, you have people over here that are helping you out a lot. Yeah, prioritization again. A little bit of a chaotic week. Guys, what can I say? A little bit of a chaotic week. Lack of clarity, priorities, reading. So you might have to just kind of rearrange certain things. You know, sometimes chaos and disbalance is brought into our life for us to kind of rethink our schedule. And again, I don't see that it's anything too grand or monumental or whatever. It's just maybe for you to see, you know, what needs to be changed. And it's a good thing because they're also telling me that it creates a certain sense of flexibility within you. And maybe you've been stuck in some sort of energy or an old way of doing things, old way of thinking that needs a little bit of a shake up over here. Yeah, because they're telling me, look, it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to grow. I feel for quite a few of you, this week is going to be about getting ready for that next stage when it comes to growth. Even though you might not hear that news, the good news this week, they might be coming in next week, within the next 7 to 10 days, right? But they're telling me that this is going to be kind of like the preparation, being able to see that you can handle stress, uncertainty, difficult people, and impulses in a slightly different way, in a maybe more mature way, in a more flexible way. And they're telling me that you're becoming stronger and wiser. And as a matter of fact, I keep on hearing that you get a lot of feedback, a lot of positive feedback. It kind of feels like people are going to try and protect you a little bit from those who are trying to tell you that you're not doing well, you know? A fresh look, a fresh approach. Some of you might be renewing your insurance. Some of you might be reviewing your security, like cybersecurity things, so on and so forth. Some of you, you're quite worried when it comes to your job security, and you're just trying to hold everything together. But once more, it kind of feels like, yeah, they're trying to get you out of your comfort zone. It's interesting. So certain things that have worked before, certain projects or whatever, they just need a little bit of a fresh approach, yeah? But you will be tempted to kind of spiral out of control. And here the cards are saying that you will find a new way to deal with it because things are going to work out in a very interesting and magical way. You will feel this energy of magic present. You will feel like somebody unseen, some sort of unseen energy is protecting you. I also see that during the next 7 days, for those of you who practice certain rituals or wanted to do certain rituals, this is going to be a beautiful time to do that. I feel like the energy is going to be magnified, the signal is going to be extra clear. And you might see something weird, guys. Let me phrase this correctly. You might find something you lost a long time ago. You might see a very weird symbol that's going to mean something to you. You might hear a name of a person who's going to call you the next day or whom you're going to meet the next day. Pay attention to those things because they are, in this time of you feeling a little bit scared and unsure, they're going to give you that reassurance from the spirit, from the universe, that you're being taken care of. And towards the end of the week, you're most likely going to go somewhere that has a lot of trees, a lot of grass. You might want to just kind of touch grass and calm down, get into the energy of grounding yourself and feeling a little bit more stable. So nature is definitely going to be your friend in this upcoming 7 days. And they're telling me that you're switching. Something about switching, maybe to a slightly different project, a slightly different routine. Again, switching. Something might get frozen over here. Something gets put on hold because of a woman that doesn't, I almost want to say she's not in the mood. Maybe it's like this really moody woman. And when she's not in the mood, you know, people don't even want to approach her. She's being very pissy. But for whatever reason, she has the right to do that. And you're getting more optimistic, guys, more towards the end of the week. There's just this energy of being a little bit more optimistic and things coming into balance. All right, let me see anything that has to do with love, romance, friendships, connections for the next 7 days. All right, my darlings. Again, it kind of feels like somebody maybe at a distance, somebody you were putting a lot of hopes in to. Yeah, somebody you've been chatting to. It kind of feels like there is going to be this energy of this connection being put on pause, this connection being put to the side, because you're going to be a little bit confused as to how you want to proceed. This is for those of you who have some sort of connection. Because here what I'm seeing is that you might start thinking about letting this person go. You're doubting your feelings and what you want from a particular person. Maybe because there's someone else, maybe because there's just been lack of warmth and commitment from this particular person. And if you're single, let me see, anything in the next 7 days? You know, this could be like disappointment in your crush. Tak. Working hard. Now, if you're single the next 7 days, you kind of may be focusing on work over here mostly. But again, towards the end of the week, I feel like you guys are going to want to relax. So it could be a coffee with a friend. It could be, again, if you're single, I do see that somebody is kind of noticing you, you know, maybe while you are having a coffee with a friend, while you're at the gym. Somebody is going to kind of pay extra attention to you, and some of you, you're going to kind of just pretend you're not seeing this person because you won't be in the mood. Some of you, you might flirt back a little bit, and it might result in some sort of connection, you know, exchanging each other's digits or numbers or whatever, or Insta. But I feel for a lot of you, maybe you're not very much into being flirted with during the next 7 days. All right, my darlings. I hope this reading resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below. If you're up for a personal reading, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye. My fantastic option number 2. And welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. The next 7 days for you. This is a timeless reading whenever it finds you. Now that's when we're counting the next 7 days. All right, let's see what's the happy hats. Miscommunication, unspoken feelings, feeling misunderstood, some sort of blockage when it comes to a relationship. I see that, yes, there is a big chance of misunderstanding. I see that there is a big chance of misunderstandings kind of being dragged on. And it kind of feels like, you know, for a lot of you, it ends up with some sort of makeup session over here. I see that, as a matter of fact, whatever it is making you feel a little bit misunderstood or whatnot. Towards the end of the week, I see that you're back to facing one another, maybe even closer than that. So especially for those of you who are in a relationship or a situationship and you're not on speaking terms, I definitely see that in one way or another, you get closer to this person. I feel like you guys are making up because you decide that it's time to sort things out. Kind of feels like somebody is finally getting the courage to speak up about the feelings. I feel like there's a person, it could be you, it could be the other person, that can't admit to the need and the desire to be together. For them, it's a little bit too vulnerable, it's a little bit too deep. But within the next 7 days, for quite a few of you, what I'm seeing is that this person is finally opening up, maybe in a way that this person hasn't opened up before. And it does kind of feel like it's genuine, because look at this energy of empathy is coming in. But I also want to say that the cards over here are suggesting that maybe you kind of make sure that this is not a manipulation tactics, because for some of you, I see that this is a possibility, because you have a beautiful, kind heart, and maybe it's not as difficult to trick you as you would like it to be. But for the majority of you, again, I see that this person does really mean what he's saying or she's saying. So It does kind of create this energy of being able to connect with one another, being able to talk heart to heart, create that vulnerability, create that safe space for each other. Now, you're not feeling too creative this week. Look at this. You might be feeling like you're held back. You might not have the motivation to work. A lot of things might be piling up. So it's this energy where you most likely are going to be kind of sorting through the things that just need to be done, maybe that you've been putting off, where you're like, oh my God, I really don't want to do this. I really didn't want to, get into this whole story, but you're just catching up on things. Some sort of bill might be coming that's a little bit larger than what you were expecting, but it's only larger because maybe you forgot to pay it last time. But yeah, you're not feeling too creative. You're just kind of going with the flow over here and maybe focusing more on the romantic aspect and your health. Look at this. The health is looking good. Physical health, emotional health. Maybe it's that physical connection that makes you feel much better. But I definitely see that, yeah, you're feeling good. You're feeling like you have the energy. You still can't be bothered with work, but you have the energy for other things. For some of you, you might, this week you might realize that your work has been draining you. Because I'm seeing again disagreements. I'm seeing disagreements that are being shown over here. Frustration, delays. I feel like you might find yourself in a place that feels chaotic. If we're talking about work, you might be thinking, oh my God, what a bunch of fools. Like, what am I doing here? And if before you would kind of try and figure things out, this week you're like, let them deal with it. Let them deal with it. Because it kind of feels like you're dealing with people, like it doesn't matter what you tell them, they're still going to stick with their ideas, with their plans. And it might be miscommunication with the family, or your connection with somebody is being greatly affected by the family, either on your side or on theirs. Guys, this week, what can I say? Miscommunications with family, miscommunications with others. But I see again, with some people, you're finding a way out. With others, you're just realizing that it's like mission impossible. Mission impossible. Like you might agree on certain things, but then like some sort of trigger subject comes up. And it's like, oh my God, the end of the world. You're being blamed for things. You're feeling like a little girl or a little boy again. So this week, you just kind of, I'm seeing that you're not even trying to get involved in things that would take a lot out of you. You're like one issue at a time, one issue at a time. You're saying like one ridiculous person at a time, please. A gift and offer. Okay, for some of you guys, if it's your birthday coming up, you are getting the gift that you wanted. You are getting the gift. You are getting exactly what it is that you've been asking for. I do see also for some of you that maybe you're going to be planning to get somebody a gift, and maybe you've been wondering, is this a good idea? The answer is yes. If you've been waiting for an offer, the answer is yes, yeah, because we also have the offer, the gift, yeah. If you wanted to gift something to somebody, the answer is also yes, go for it. So there's definitely some sort of exchange of gifts, good news that are coming through. The offer gets accepted. And I do see some sort of very pleasant texting. For some of you, it could be with a friend or with your crush or with your partner or somebody you might. Hold on, let me see if you're going to meet this person maybe this week. But I'm definitely seeing some sort of flirty messages, warm messages, messages filled with love. Let me see if you're meeting somebody romantically. If you're single and ready to mingle this week, oh yes, maybe online, maybe you already met them and you're going to end up going on a date with them. Ends up going quite well, by the way. Ends up going quite well. If you're single, ready to mingle, ends up going quite well. You're dealing with something very difficult over here, guys. They keep on showing me, your self-esteem taking a blow. So maybe that date, which is going to go quite well, is going to be like a little soothing balm on the burn, of whatever your friends or relatives had to say. But I say, yeah, maybe, very possibly. Because they're telling me it's like you're breaking up with some sort of energy. You're breaking up with some sort of energy. And blockages, restrictions, everything comes into alignment. I would say within the next 1 to 2 weeks. It's as if the universe is going to guide you. Like there's a light over here and you're being guided out of difficult situation. And the blockages are being removed because it's time to. Everything is aligning. You're going to be very surprised with how things can just kind of work themselves out and get aligned over here. Okay. And once more, we're talking about balance. Balance, being grounded over here. Watch out for your dreams this week. Watch out what your dreams are going to say. Pay attention. Names, messages, feelings. Might be astral traveling somewhere over here. Exactly, yeah. Inner wisdom, the high priestess, the spiritual body. Oh my God. You might have some sort of insight, illumination energy. An insight, illumination. I don't know if you're going to end up meditating somewhere under a tree or just going for a walk in a park. Maybe witnessing some sort of show, seeing the fireworks. But I also feel like the fireworks go off in your head because it's like you're finally getting something that brings everything together, like getting a full picture. And you're like, aha, now I get it. Now I understand it. Because there was some sort of complicated scenario where you couldn't put all the puzzle pieces together. And now you're going to finally have all the puzzle pieces together, and I like how it aligns. I really like how it aligns over here. This is also a good week to get any crystals, any jewelry, any, any little thing that makes this thing feel like a conduit of your power, or like a tool that you could use to help you concentrate, remember something, calm yourself down, because at the end of the day you're going to be channeling the power through this particular jewelry piece or whatever it is that you, or crystal. But there's something that you need as a physical reminder and a physical connection that allows you to channel the energy. New twists and turns when it comes to planning something, the blueprint, preparation, new ideas. Again, you might rewrite some sort of plans that you've had based on that epiphany that you're going to have. You might choose to go in a new direction. You might choose to apply for a new job. You might choose to message somebody. You might choose to sign up for something. But there's like a first perspective, something that gets you curious. And you might even just go into this energy of like, oh, well, you know what, whatever, what's the worst that could happen? They just say no, and you try it. And you try it. But I feel like a lot of you, this is, they're going to say yes. And if you've been planning to book a holiday, guys, next 7 days, good time. Good time to do just that. Money-wise, being able to go where you need to go, being able to be pampered. I want to say great value for money. Your intuition is going to help you with this. But yeah, don't be afraid to explore. Maybe try something new. All right, my amazing option number 2. And that's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. So is the link to my Patreon page with over 250 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care now.